Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans and we are back with another video, and today we're going to be going over our budget closeout for the first paycheck of February. I'm not going to be doing any more spending. I do have a couple of days left for technically for my budget for this paycheck until I receive my next paycheck, but I've spent everything that I need to spend and I don't need anything else right now. So my plan is to not spend until my paycheck comes. And so I'm going to go ahead and do my closeout video with you guys. So our budget is supposed to run from January 29th through about Valentine's Day. And so what we started with was $11.74 as a rollover from last month. So my income actually increased as of the end of January, but when I initially did this budget, I hadn't accounted for that, so I didn't increase my income. I put what I was previously getting paid, and that ended up actually being, well, actually no. In January, my income did increase because I received a raise at work. And then I guess my paycheck adjusted because of my 401k, my contribution to my 401k. So that got adjusted because of my new salary. So my paycheck ended up being more this time, which is the second paycheck based on my new amount. So it was even more than I thought it was going to be. So, which is awesome. So I went up to $2106.51 for my income. And then my son gave me $266 for his cell phone and bills. And then my daughter gave me $40 for her cell phone. And I gained $2.69 from interest and other income. This was for the business expenses that I paid for my husband's business for the side hustle. So this is just paying myself back for those expenses that I paid out. So I put the income here as money that was transferred into my account to cover those expenses. And then we'll see the expenses below once we go over that. $38 was money that I put back into my checking account to cover expenses and transactions that I paid for out of my sinking funds. So this is SF is for sinking funds for cash. So total income we had was $2,896.24 coming in. So we did save our $125 per check, and we did pull $160 for sinking funds. And our bills, as far as bills go, electric came in on budget, Netflix came in on budget, Peacock came in on budget. So my cell phone, I told you guys the story last time. So I called again, and because the line that we had previously, all that should have happened was they should have just given my daughter a new phone number, but instead they created a whole new line on my bill, and it made my bill jump up tremendously. And when I called the first time, I thought it was taken care of, but I still saw the line open on my account. So I called back, and in fact, the line hadn't been closed out. All they did was give me credit for the bill from last month, but I was already incurring charges for the next bill coming up. So we finally figured out what to do. They closed the line that we didn't need any longer and gave me credits for everything. So I am thinking that next month's bill is going to be way cheaper. But for this month, I had to go ahead and pay that higher bill. So I budgeted what it said, which was $337.49, but they did end up having some credits come through. So that ended up only the bill being $323.24. So that was a difference of $14.25. So I did get some credits. So next month, though, I already have like $72 in credits. So I'm hoping next month's bill is like, I don't know, $220 or something like that. So normally our bill is about $300, but because of 2 months of bills, now they owe me 2 months of credits. So we'll see how it goes. Spotify came in on target. Car wash, that was I thought was gonna be 20, but I think I got the higher up package when I initially signed on, which didn't think about that. So they charged me $30, but I only budgeted 20. So next month I'm gonna have to adjust my budget. So LastPass, this is a one-time thing for the annual fee for $50.59. And this is just like a password security software. It kind of like is like Google passwords or whatever, and it stores your passwords, but it's a secure website. So you're not saving it anywhere or on your devices. You just save it here. So it kind of helps with that. And you can password share if you have like a family plan, you can share it with someone else in your plan. So that's what I'm doing for me, my daughter, and my mom, so that we can password share. So as far as debt goes, this month we paid out $675.32. We budgeted $682.80, which was a difference of $7.48. And that was because my Academy credit card bill, this was for Christmas gifts for my son, for some expensive stuff. And I also had bought some winter coats. I ordered some online, and then I didn't end up liking any of them, so I returned everything. And in the process of returning everything, I feel like they gave me too much credit, which made my bill lower that I needed to pay back. So after everything settled, I waited until everything cleared, and then the final amount that I had to pay when I went in to go pay was only $147.19. It should have been $154. So I don't know what happened, but I went ahead and just paid it. So it's $147.19, and I don't owe anything else on that card. That was the only thing that I bought. So we should be good going forward and not have to pay anything else on that card. Otherwise, my loan number 1 came in on target, 280.19. My Discover came in at 160. Care Credit was made for $34. And then my Payza number 6. Okay, so this was the new one. So this new one is going to be a monthly thing that I'm going to work into my snowball. This was the new medical payment that I was waiting on to pay, to get the amount sorted out so that I could figure out how much I needed to pay and add it to my debt payments that I owe. So let me get the amount here. Let me see how much it's going to be. So it's going to be a total of $2,481.16 that is going to be added to my debt for the month of March. So this was the first payment to start the payment plan. I still owe a couple $100 more that I'm going to have to figure out if I want to just pay it or if I want to set up another payment plan and then just pay it off really quick. Because right now it's sitting on my medical account with the doctor's office, and they're like bugging me to pay that bill. Those bills, it's more than one bill. And so this was the leftover from my surgery that I had in the end of November, like right after Thanksgiving, I had surgery. So this is the rest of all the bills from my surgery, which probably is going to end up totaling about $6,000. And I've been paying that as I've been going the last few months. And I had also used like my flex spending account. Like I just exhausted all my resources to pay these bills. And so this $2,500 was kind of unexpected, but this is the amount to reach my max out-of-pocket maximum, which was $6,000. So this $2,500 is what they billed me. That's all they could bill me for. So that's what I have left, plus a few $100 more. I think it's like $200 or $300 that I owe at the doctor's office still besides this. So I need to pay that as well, but I'm not sure when I'm going to pay it. Maybe next month, or if not the month after, I'll have to work it into my debt snowball. But so for now, just to start, the $2,400, $2,500 payment that I owe is $53.94. So it'll draft every month. I think it's on the 29th or something like that. I need to put the date in here. I'll have to get the date. But yeah, so that was the difference on that. So it was a difference of $7.48. Otherwise, everything got paid that was scheduled. So for our variable expenses, we ended the month on a lot of red. I mean, we ended this paycheck cycle on a lot of red. So a few things that I noted was that groceries were more this paycheck. I'm not well, I did shop at Aldi to try it, and we bought a lot of snacks and stuff like that. And it was basically a lot of what ended up happening is basically we were out of like a lot of everything, and it ended up just being more. And so right now actually I need to probably up my grocery budget because I'm paid semi-monthly. So it's costing between $150 to $200 per week on groceries for us to eat and have lunch and breakfast and everything. So I think I may up my budget to $450 going forward, but I'm not sure yet because wasn't doing that in January. But I think it's gonna be like that going forward. But I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna see how it goes on my next paycheck and then maybe reevaluate for March. But I noticed that this paycheck, we were just like, there's just not enough money for groceries. Like, I need groceries for this week. And like you can see, if I went and bought groceries, I would already be over budget. So I'm going to try to shop my pantry for the next couple of days until I get paid again and get into my next budget and do that. So we'll see. I think we can make it. We'll just have to figure it out. And I'm not going to go to the grocery store until, I get to my next budget cycle. So it's only a couple more days. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we were over budget by $33. Eating out, we were right there. 22 cents over. Gas. So the other thing with gas was that I initially did not budget enough for gas. So I kind of adjusted this here. So I really need like, I'm having to go like basically 3 weeks per paycheck for my budgeting. And I was only really accounting for 2. I'm paid semi-monthly, so I'm like, I have to go like 2.5 weeks before I get another paycheck. So it's kind of hard because I was used to budgeting as a bi-weekly paycheck person for forever and a day. And now within the last year, we've become semi-monthly. And that's just been so hard of an adjustment, especially for budgeting, because you think it's enough, and like this month, this paycheck, it wasn't enough. So I did have to take a little bit out of eating out and put it towards gas and just kind of readjust my budget a little bit. And I did that so that I could kind of see if I did budget that much, could I meet that? And so I went a little bit over. But that basically tells me I need a budget for maybe 3 tanks of gas so that I can get through that 3rd week. So the 2 weeks, that would be 2 tanks. And then maybe 1 more tank, but not quite a full tank. And that would get me through that 3rd week until my next budget cycle. So that's what I'm going to have to do. And I think it's costing me right now about $25 to $30 to fill up, depending on the gas station. So I budgeted 80. So we'll see. I may need to go like, 90, but we'll see. I'm going to look at my next pay cycle and see how that goes and how that trends. And if it does trend in that direction, then I will have to reevaluate that budget. So pets, for this one, my husband scrapped some stuff and got money. So he went ahead and purchased their food with that. So I did not have to pay that out of my paycheck, which basically helped me on all the stuff that was red, because it just kind of washed all that out. So my beauty section was my lash refill. I'm going to be due for a lash refill before, by my next page cycle. So I did budget $90, but I didn't use it all. So that also is helping to offset what was red and over budget, so that I could still stay within my budgeted range, which was $12.55.40. So as you can see, I still have 2 cents left over. So we were like I've said before in my previous videos, like this is the amount basically I've set aside in my bank account for any kind of spending, whether that's, you know, spending, whether that's, you know, my beauty, lashes, pedicures, manicures, my dog food for my dogs, gas to put in my car, any eating out, and any groceries. As long as I stay within this projected amount, I'm okay with that. Even if I am showing red, that is telling me a lot of things, but also I want to make sure that, you know, I am staying, this difference column is not going negative as well, because that means I'm eating into my buffer or my rollover, or, you know, that may be a month where I really budgeted to 0 and I don't have that. So that would put me negative in my account. So I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I have and am staying within this budget. So where were we on spending? Yeah, I overspent on some stuff. Yeah, I overspent. I don't even remember what it was. I'll have to look. Birthdays, I bought my niece a birthday gift. We are going on a trip, on vacation in February. So actually this weekend after Valentine's Day. You guys are probably going to watch this video on Sunday. So I'm doing this video on Saturday night, but we're actually going out of town like next weekend. So I'll have this video up before I leave. But this is for the hotel. Business, this was for, you know, some business expense for some shirts. And then my household, I spent some money out of household and I paid that back to the bank. Clothing, I did buy a shirt from a lady that lives close by me in the area, and that was $14, and I took that out of clothing and paid that back to the bank. And then planner, I bought some stuff on Etsy for my planner, which I think I showed you guys or told you guys in my last video. So that was $10, and I did put that back in the bank. So that's why I highlighted those, so I could remember that I did that. So as far as spending, I don't remember where exactly we left off. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we'll just run through it real quick. So the first one was birthday gift for my niece. The second one was cash envelopes. So it's those new ones that I did that I'm using in my videos that you guys are seeing. So I bought that. This one was I bought bookmarks to identify my budget binders, my sinking funds binders, what's what. So when I'm filming and stuff, I can see them clearly. Buc-ee's, this was for gas. McDonald's, this was for breakfast. Kroger, this was for groceries. Aldi, this was where I went to Aldi. And I think what I bought here, some of that was like, you know, maybe extra stuff that we shouldn't have bought or didn't really need to buy, or, you know, I'm gonna have to reevaluate our snack situation. And maybe next time I'll go lighter on the snacks so that, you know, this doesn't eat into my budget. But I did have a good time shopping out all day. I remembered why I love shopping there. Everything is cheaper and I do love their selection. So I probably will continue to shop there. I'll just be more selective. So Dollar General, this was some table decor for my kitchen table, for our dining table. Bought my husband some beer. This was a pen I bought myself on Etsy. This was some a happy planner calendar printable that I can reuse over and over again. But I did print it, but I didn't really like the format, and it doesn't match the stickers or the previous calendar format that I was using. So it doesn't match my stickers. So I didn't really like that. And I already had the stickers printed and cut. I did them myself because I do use like a happy planner calendar, a physical planner. I am a planner girly, and I didn't like how it came out. So I'm not sure on that happy planner calendar how that's going to go. But at least it was only $2 if I don't use it again. Peacock was $2.12. Starbucks, I bought myself a coffee on the weekend. $209.16, that was our light bills. $237, that was breakfast and coffee. This was an Etsy purchase for dashboard printables for my planner. And that was $7.68, and that came out of planner. This is my credit card for Academy. my care credit, Discover, my cell phone bill. This was for breakfast at McDonald's. This was $28 for lunch. This was for me and a coworker, and he did give me, he did pay me back for his portion. So this isn't just me or, you know, one meal or whatever. This was two people. And I did get reimbursed. So this is Paycheck number 6. This was my new medical bill. Sinking funds was $160. I did buy a shirt from a lady close by me. I think it's for Valentine's Day. No, actually it's for the rodeo, I believe. I don't remember. I'll have to look. This was, you know, saving to our house joint savings. This was my car wash subscription, Netflix. This was breakfast, McDonald's, eBay. This was a book that I bought. My low number 1. This was my last pass annual subscription. This was for gas. This was for my last refill. This was for dinner after my last refill on Friday night last week. Spotify, Kroger again for groceries. Dollar General for $4.80. I bought some Lipton green tea citrus. Amazon for some Cliff bars, energy bars, for $19.95. This was a business purchase. I did go to Target. I normally am not a Target girly. I normally wouldn't shop there, but I did have a gift card for $10 from Christmas. When I bought gifts at Christmas, I had a $10 gift card left. And so I had a gift card. I also had some cash from my household sinking fund. And so I needed dish soap, hand soap. I like to get the disinfectant spray or whatever. And I needed a new scrubby, a brush for my pots and pans. So I used my $10 gift card and some of my sinking funds cash to pay for this. So it was $5.75 that I still had to put on my card, but I did put it towards household. So Amazon, so I got my mom some cash envelopes just like mine. So I just got 2 packs. And we're sharing, but this was mostly for her binders to get her kind of set up like mine. So I went ahead and bought those, and I need to finish making them. Amazon, I bought some earrings. McDonald's was breakfast. Amazon, this was a Valentine's Day gift. And McDonald's for breakfast. And then Tractor Supply on my credit card. I did get some rewards for buying dog food. I don't even remember when. I think it's old. Excuse me. But they posted a credit to my account, so I'll happily take it. So the next one was Aldi for groceries again. I bought a couple of things at Aldi on my way home the other night. And then Murphy was for gas. This was for that 3rd week fill-up. And Whataburger for a breakfast sandwich yesterday. So actually today, Saturday that I'm filming, but it's going to be Sunday that you're watching it. So that's it. That's it for spending. I'm not spending any more on this budget this weekend for this. So we should be ending our budget with $42.49 as a rollover to the next paycheck. So that's where we ended up. We are still within budget on our variables, but we were over budget on some categories, and we were under budget or didn't use some of the funds on other categories. So between all of that, we were left with 2 cents left on our budget for variable expenses. Our bills section, we were under budget by $4.25 overall. And our debt payments, we were under budget by $7.48 because we did not owe as much as we thought. So that was good too. And the yellow and the blue, so these colors, they mean, if you haven't watched my previous video, I color code them. depending on which credit card I use Capital One Saver Rewards for yellow. And for blue, that's my American Express Blue Cash Preferred card. I use my American Express for groceries and gas and subscriptions. I have now switched everything over to my American Express because it does earn me 6%. And my Capital One Saver Rewards, that one gives me, that one I use for just any other spending other than that. So all the rest of my spending. So my daily spending goes on that. And I do net it out weekly and I pay it back in full once a week. So like today, this morning, I scheduled my last payment for the last bit of spending, which is, I had to kind of break it out because I had already made the payment in yellow and I wanted to keep track of what I had already paid back. So I had scheduled this $50 already, $55 already back. So what I made the payment for today was the rest of this, which was $619.84. And then my American Express, I set up payment for this $271.09. So everything is paid back in full. I'm just waiting for the transactions to post to my account. Once everything posts, I will have $42.49 to roll over to paycheck number 2. For sinking funds this paycheck, we were only stuffing Christmas for $60, pet meds for $60 to get us to that $250 mark, and household for $40. So that was what we stuffed. We stuffed $160. That's what we spent it on, and that's it for our budget for paycheck number 2. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. If you like this video, please like the video below. Please send me a comment if you have any questions. Words of encouragement would be great. This isn't easy, y'all. Sticking to this and watching the numbers like a hawk is sometimes stressful and overwhelming, but necessary because we have to get our mindset shifted into the right direction and to getting away from spending and sticking with our budget and looking at the end goal and our ultimate goal and any savings goals that we have. I mean, I'm really pushing towards savings, but this year's the year to pay off debt, and that's what I'm working towards. That is my goal. So I'm really watching my spending so that I have every penny available to put towards debt. So that is what's going on right now. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. By you liking this video, you're helping my algorithm to reach other people that maybe wouldn't otherwise see this video. So if you share it, then you might be sharing it with somebody who may need help, or maybe, you know, wasn't sure how to do this process. You can see what I do every paycheck. It's in a Google Doc spreadsheet, so Google Sheets, and it's free to have a Google account. It's free, and I like that it's convenient and available for me no matter what device I'm using. I can see my budget wherever I go, and I can update transactions as I go and I spend every day. So that's it for today, guys. That's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.